Go.
Hey guys, this is Gian, and we're going to talk about one of the biogeochemical cycles that is currently happening in our environment, and that is the nitrogen cycle. But before that, we're going to discuss about what is the nitrogen, or what is nitrogen basically. So nitrogen is one of the most essential elements that is found in our environment, or in the environment, since this nitrogen accounts for 78% of its elements that is currently found in the atmosphere. Basically, it means that nitrogen is very abundant in the atmosphere, and then this nitrogen accounts for many uses, such as for the formation of the DNA, for the formation of some proteins, and many others.
Go.
So there are basically 5 steps in the nitrogen cycle. Firstly, it is known as the nitrogen fixation. Next, it is the nitrification. Nextly, after the nitrification process comes the assimilation. Then, it is followed by ammonification, and lastly, the nitrification. So let's jump right into the first step, which is the nitrogen fixation. So, in this process, it basically means that we need to convert nitrogen into something that we can utilize, and that is through ammonia. Since basically, the nitrogen in the atmosphere is in its inert form, or in its gas form, which is the N2, or nitrogen gas. So we need to convert this into ammonia, which is NH4. So after the process of nitrogen fixation, the next step is nitrification. So let's jump right in. When we speak of nitrification, it basically means that this ammonia needs to be converted to nitrite, then lastly nitrate. Since ammonia can be poisonous to some plants, but there are some plants that can uptake this ammonia. So in nitrification process, basically converts this ammonia into nitrite, which is NO3, and lastly, it converts it into NO2. And this nitrification process is done by these tiny microscopic organisms known as nitrifying bacteria. So this is the organism that undergoes nitrification. After the process of nitrification, let's jump right into the next process, which is assimilation. So assimilation, it basically tells us that the nitrate is being sipped out by the soil, in which it will be utilized by the plants and animals. So, as you can see in my drawing, after the ammonification process, which is here, that is converted from NH4 to NO3, then it is undergoing nitrification again, then it will be transformed into nitrite. So after that, the assimilation process occurs already when the NO2, or the nitrate, it is being stored in the soil that is utilized by the plants and animals for their biological processes. After the process of assimilation, let's jump right into the next process, which is ammonification. This ammonification process refers to the animals or plants that have died in the biological process or their lifespan has been ended. So let's say, for example, this is the land. Yeah, the land. Then let's say this is the plant that has been died already or withered already, and this is the animal, let's say a cat that has been dead already. So the ammonification process starts when they decompose, and these are eaten by the decomposers or the detritus feeders. So let's say, for example, these are the detritus feeders, and these detritus feeders, after they feed on it, they release this compound which is ammonia. This ammonia is stored again in the soil for the last process. Now let's jump right into the last process, which is denitrification. This denitrification process occurs after the ammonification where NH4 or ammonia is stored in the soil. Now, this ammonia will be converted back into its inert form, which is N2 or nitrogen gas. And after that, it is evaporated it goes up in the atmosphere, thereby restoring the nitrogen count or the N2 count in the atmosphere. And this cycle happens again and again and again. So that concludes our discussion on denitrification. Hope you guys enjoy this. This is Gian signing off.